Guys, what's up? It's me, Lego Lee 329 here, and today we have a new Lego Star Wars Episode 8 The Last Jedi set review. This is the First Order ATST? Question mark? This set will reach you about $40 US. This set is built out of 370 pieces, and you get the quote-unquote ATST, a little elevator side build, and 4 minifigures. The first figure here is BB-8. Finally, I have a Lego BB-8 figure. I've waited so long to get this character. Yeah, just kidding. I think I have 9 BB-8 figures now, which is getting a bit ridiculous, and I think all of you guys know what this figure looks like by this point, so let's move on. The next minifigure here is one of the most hyped up and most disappointing Star Wars villains of all time. It's Captain Phasma. Besides my hatred for this character, this is a very good looking minifigure, and you're probably like, Lee, why are there 2 Captain Phasmas in frame right now? The one on the right is the Phasma from 2015, which came in a $90 set. The one on the left is the Phasma included with this set, so it's a much cheaper way to get the character. But her helmet, the printing on her helmet is updated, it's new, and it looks so much better. I love the look of the new Phasma minifigure. The rest of the printing is the exact same, but she does include a spear here, which is built out of a lightsaber hilt and a couple of those arrow pieces, and from the back she has some nice detail, but I just can't get over that Lego actually decided to reprint this helmet, and it looks really good. But by far the best minifigures and most collectible figures included with this set here is Finn and Rose in their First Order disguises. Finn's printing is nothing new, but it came in a $160 set, and now it's in a $40 set, which is much cheaper. I'm not sure why it's on gunmetal gray pieces. That was kind of distracting to me, but besides that, it looks really good, and he has an exclusive face print, which is nice. Rose has exclusive printing, which is great, and she has an awesome combination of that hat piece and her hair molded together. That is a great piece. Bravo Lego on that mold there. From the back, they both have good printing. Finn does not have a double-sided face, but Rose does. So here's the elevator. This thing doesn't look terrible, I guess. I'm not a big fan of all the exposed blue pins, but besides that, it's not awful, and it actually functions really well. I was pleasantly surprised by how good this play feature is. It's very easy to put a minifigure on right here, and then you can take this piece, you can raise it up, rest it in place right there, raise it up some more, rest it in place right there, and even some more. So there's actually 4 different stops for this elevator, and it holds in place really well. This functions nice. And then there's the best part about this elevator. It actually lines up perfectly with the ATST. I'll bring in the ATST right here, and you can put the elevator to get to the the elevator appears to come up to the top of, not even the top, the bottom part of the leg right here. So I guess your minifigures can jump on the leg, jump on the back, and then climb up this piece to get to the cockpit control area of the ATST. Okay? Lego, what the heck? Why? Why did you do this? Why on earth did you do this? It's a very simple fix. Just include a 1x6, one of these style of pieces to extend this elevator up, give it a couple more notches, and it will reach the top of the ATST. But they didn't do that for some reason that's completely beyond me, and it really makes me mad. Okay, elevator rant over. Let's take a close look at what Lego calls an ATST. This is an ATST, Lego? Seriously, this is an ATST? You know what this is, guys? This is half an ATST. This is an ATST that has been decapitated. Minor spoilers for The Last Jedi here if you haven't seen the movie yet. In the film, an ATST starts shooting at Captain Phasma and some stormtroopers, and you have no idea who's inside. Then the head of the AT-ST completely comes off to reveal that BB-8 is the one controlling it. It wasn't my personal favorite scene, but it was kind of cool in a weird way, but at the same time I thought it was really cheesy and brought back some strange memories of R2-D2 doing way too much in the prequel trilogy. But that's besides the point. LEGO decided to make this set just the part after the head of the AT-ST falls off, not before. So as a result, we get the bottom half of the AT-ST, and it looks really good. And we get this top part here. The beginning looks really good, and this is accurate in design to what the AT-ST looks like after the head falls off. But LEGO advertises this set as the First Order AT-ST, and we don't get a complete First Order AT-ST. How cool would it have been if this set had included the head of the AT-ST and there was a play feature where the head could fall off to reveal BB-8 inside the cockpit? That would have been amazing. But LEGO decided to just include the part after the head had fallen off. Now, I have no idea how this problem came to be. This could have been because Lucasfilm just gave them concept art of this thing after the head came off, and they're like, hey, make this scene into a set. If that's the case, it's not LEGO's fault. But if LEGO knew about the stuff that happens in this scene and they decided to make it this particular way, shame on you, LEGO. That is super lame and really disappointing. Whew. It feels good to rant every now and then, but this thing's design, let's get my little rant out of the way. This thing's design, it looks pretty solid. It's actually pretty accurate to the movie. I mean, up here, looks pretty good. Nice design work. I actually really like this spring-loaded shooter. That looks really cool, and you can move that up and down, which is nice. And then a very nice play feature here is the back has this piece, which you can turn, which can rotate the movement of the head all the way around, which is really good for playability. BB-8 sits up top here. He has a nice sticker control panel, and I think it looks pretty accurate, and it's practically designed. It looks decent, so accurate, it's designed well. What more do you want? Moving down the legs here, you can see the legs. Another really nice design, a little too many holes exposed, and I wish there weren't so many blue pegs, but besides that, it's pretty good. And let's talk about the articulation with these legs. The AT-ST from Rogue One had almost no usable leg articulation. This set does. You can move the leg one notch right here, and it balances itself and it poses itself really well. But watch this. You can move the leg a whole another notch, and this thing stays balanced. That's fantastic for playability and display purposes. That is really well done. This is a set that has a pretty good price per piece. This is a set that comes with nice exclusive figures. This is a set that has good playability features. This is a set that is accurate to a particular scene from the movie. This has the makings of a great LEGO Star Wars set, but I don't like it. Why? I think you guys know. There's no need to go over my rant that I had earlier in this video. This is just such a confusing choice for a set, and ultimately I'm not really proud to have this thing on display because it's not a great scene that I don't think anyone really particularly loves. It's an incomplete vehicle, and I can't really add this to my First Order army because the vehicle is missing its head. But I'm trying to stay calm in this review. It comes with a really nice looking exclusive updated version of Phasma and a much cheaper set. That's great. Finn and Rose and their First Order disguises, those figures are great. And if you love this scene from the movie, well, you're in luck because this accurately represents the scene from the film. So if you love the scene, good for you. This set does that scene justice, I guess. But if you're like me, this is definitely an ultimately disappointing LEGO Star Wars The Last Jedi set that I think could have been so much better. That's why this set here is going to get a 5.2 out of 10. But those are just my thoughts. I'd love to hear yours in the comment section down below. Also guys, while you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and find the description down below. You can find links to subscribe to my movie review channel called What Do You Know? I reviewed Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi over there. And also in the description, you'll find links to find me on different social media sites. This has been Lego Lee 329, signing off.